Hello again, everybody. Welcome to USA Wrestling Weekly. I'm Scott Casper. Here now this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Well, it's been a busy week for everybody at Colorado Springs in the U.S. Olympic Training Center. All three of the U.S. Senior World teams are in their final training camps and prep for the important World Championships in Istanbul, Turkey, mid-September. In addition, the men's U.S. Cadet World teams in Freestyle and Greco are finishing their training for next week's Cadet World Championships in Zimbabwe, Hungary. A large number of Mayo College wrestlers are training in freestyle camps and competition. We'll have reports on the U.S. teams that are currently in training for international competition. All right, the U.S. World teams in Greco and men's and women's freestyle are finishing their domestic training prior to leaving for overseas for acclimation camps in Europe. The U.S. men's freestyle world team will train in Colorado through the 27th of August and then will then depart for the international training they expect in Belarus. The U.S. freestylers compete at the World Championships 16th through the 18th of September in Turkey. The U.S. men's freestyle world team features 3 athletes with previous World Championships or Olympic experience, including 2004 Olympic champion and 2003 world silver medalist Cale Sanderson. He'll compete at 185 pounds. Joining him, 2009 world bronze medalist Travel Delugnev at 264 pounds. National freestyle coach Zeke Jones updates us on the men's freestyle team.
Well, expectations are high. We want to improve, we want to get better. We want to scout the foreign opponents. We want to be ready for anything we can see at the World Championships. We want to be game ready. I think right now you have a team that's united. You have a country that's excited about being very good. And right now everybody's pulling for each other. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to be a world champion. They want to see the team win a world championship. So everybody's giving to that effort to make that happen.
The U.S. women's freestyle world team will train through September 2nd in Colorado Springs, and then they'll leave for international training camp in Germany. The U.S. women compete at the World Championships September 14th through the 16th in Turkey. The talent-laden U.S. women's world team features 6 athletes with previous World Championships or Olympics experience. The roster includes 2008 world champion Clarissa Chun at 105 pounds and 2010 world silver medalist Elena Peroskova at 138. We talked with national women's coach Terry Steiner about their training and goals.
Well, we're just really continuing on the path we've been on. I think we've made good progress throughout the year. We just really need to continue on. Each of the athletes have a few areas that they really need to continue working on and continue advancing their skills in. And then as a team, we have a few areas as an overall group that we need to spend some time on and clean up a little bit before the championship take place.
The U.S. Greco-Roman team will be at the Olympic Training Center through August 27th and then will head to Greece for international training. The strong and talented team looks forward to competition in Turkey at the World Championships the 12th through the 14th of September. The Greco-Roman world team features 6 athletes with previous World Championships or Olympic experience. At 264 pounds, the team is anchored by a talented big man, 2002 world champion and 3-time world medalist Ramil Byers. 2006 and 2007 world bronze medalist Justin Lester is a strong medal candidate at 145 pounds, and 2005 world bronze medalist Justin Ruiz at 211 pounds will look to capitalize on his recent momentum. National Greco-Roman coach Steve Frazier gives us his team assessment.
We wrestled in the Leszczynski tournament in Poland a couple weeks ago, and we identified, some areas of need for each of the guys, and that's what we're going to focus on the next 3 weeks, specifically their individual needs. Hopefully that they're going to improve and refine these areas of need, or improve and refine their strengths, so that when we get to Istanbul, they are going to be in better position to win their medals.
Well, it comes down to preparation, and each of the 21 athletes who will be representing the U.S. at the World Championships are focusing now, setting their eyes on the prize in the final days of training. Looking forward to the world meet, we talked with Greco-Roman superstar Spencer Mango.
Training's been going good. Me getting on the mat, doing a lot of parterre defense. This camp we plan on fine-tuning things. We don't have time to really make huge changes. So right now we're just working on little stuff to better ourselves. Like I said, the focus is mainly on parterre defense. So far I've wrestled almost everybody, all the top guys in the weight class. So it's no surprises this year.
Well, we'll have more from the World Team Training Camps next week right here on USA Wrestling Weekly.
Are you ready, America? Then let's get it on with Fight Now TV. Your front row seat, 7 days a week to experience all the hard-hitting action, news, and entertainment from around the fight world. From world-class boxing events. Here we go, the main event. To mixed martial arts showdowns and other combat sports matchups. Here we go! Fight Now TV delivers the hits and more. Fight Now TV also offers unrivaled access to the fighters and insiders who make the fight game happen around the globe. As we go from the training camps to the weigh-ins, press conferences to the matchups, Fight Now TV is there before and after every belt. Fight Now TV also features original series found only on Fight Now.
There you have it. Stop on by.
It's time, fight fans. Your channel has arrived. All the fights, all the names, all the action. Call your television provider and tell them you want to get it on with Fight Now TV.
Well, the U.S. enters teams in all 3 Olympic styles at the FIDE Cadet World Championships in Zimbabwe, Hungary, August 23rd through the 28th. All 3 teams of talented 15 to 17-year-olds are looking forward to competition at the Cadet Worlds. This year marks the first time that FIDE has held a Cadet World Championship since 1999. Cadet World Champions for the U.S. back in 99 include Freestyle champions Justin Lester of Ohio and Mary Kelly of Illinois. Fast forward. Since then, Lester has won 2 senior world bronze medals in Greco-Roman, and Kelly made the 2006 U.S. Women's World Team. Others on that 99 Cadet World Team include future Olympian Marcy Van Duzen of California, senior World Team members Aaron Tomeo of Pennsylvania, and Jenna Pavlik of Delaware, and future college national champions Todd Manili of Nebraska and Marcus Levassier of Minnesota. Justin Lester looks back at the 1999 Cadet World Championships.
First trip overseas for wrestling was crazy. It's really just getting into wrestling and into Olympic styles in, and our team was amazing. If you look at our team roster, you can see some of the guys that are on that team. I can remember the competition and wrestling all these guys that didn't speak English, and the referees not speaking English. It was just a crazy event. But I put on a good performance and brought home the title.
National Freestyle Development coach Bill Zadek and Olympic champion John Peterson are teaming up to train and inspire the U.S. Cadet World Freestyle Team. In April, all 10 members of the men's freestyle team won titles at the FIDE Cadet Nationals in Akron. The team also features junior national champions Thomas Gilmet of Nebraska and Zane Richards of Illinois, plus Cadet Nationals champions Gannon Volk and Tommy Thorne of Minnesota. U.S. coach Bill Zadek has high expectations for the U.S. Cadet Freestyle Team.
Well, to make the Cadet World Team, of course, you're a Cadet National Champion, so the best of the best at every weight class in that age group, and we have some very talented young men, from top to bottom. So I'm very excited about their ability. It is kind of a historical event, in my opinion. It's the first time we've had a Cadet World Championship in 12 years, so they have the opportunity to go out there and put a gold medal around their neck for the first time in quite a while. 2-time Olympic finalist John Peterson talks about his involvement with the team.
Well, through the years, I've enjoyed working with high school kids. I'm assistant coach at our high school. Ben and I grew up in for a number of years, and it's fun working with that age group. And so when Bill Zadek asked me if I'd consider making a trip with him sometime, I said, well, sure, let's do it. And just worked out good. I'm excited about this group.
We also visited with a number of U.S. Cadet Freestyle Team members as they completed their training prior to departure for Hungary.
I'm really excited. I thought Fargo was just a stepping stone. I wanted to win that, but just a stepping stone, for the world level.
Definitely my goals right now is to win this world title. No doubt in my mind. That's what I'm out to do. That's what I've been training for. That's what I'm going to do.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing the top level foreign guys in my age group.
It's going to be really fun wrestling, and it's also going to be really fun just being over in Hungary. And it's been really fun being at the Olympic Training Center.
Yeah, they're great coaches. They got great stuff for us, and I'm just trying to pick up as much as possible before the Worlds.
Well, the U.S. Cadet World Greco-Roman team is now training alongside the senior world team at the OTC under the direction of National Greco-Roman Developmental Coach Ike Anderson and Coach Mel Dow. 5 team members won FIDA Cadet National Greco-Roman titles back in April, including Lincoln Olson of Michigan, Darius Henry of Illinois, Hayden Tuma of Idaho, Ryan Gartner of Wisconsin, and Adam Coote of Michigan. Both Kuhn and Tuma won titles in Fargo this summer. Coach Anderson talks about preparation.
Yeah, this is the second time they've come. The first time they came was in the middle of the summer. I worked with them. For them, they're really excited to be here again. They're doing a really good job working with the training program that we put together. Talk to them about, Ella's success, Harry's success, and how they wrestle. And pretty much, it's the American style to wrestle this way until, we get comfortable in that throwing position.
Members of the Cadet Greco-Roman World Team gave us their thoughts about representing the U.S. at the World Championships.
I want to get a medal. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm training for right now. And if I get a gold, I get a gold. Ike's been pushing us, telling us he wants all of us to at least get a medal out there. So we've been picking each other up if we have down days or just practice, don't feel like doing anything. Just pick each other up, push as hard as you can.
I think it's a great honor to be able to represent the USA. Hoping to come back with some golds, some medals and stuff, and I think our team's pretty good this year.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Marquette, Michigan's U.S. Olympic Education Center is the training site for the U.S. Women's Cadet Freestyle team. U.S. OEC Assistant Women's Coach Tony Deanda and Coach Donnie Stevens had the opportunity to coach and to make a difference. 8 of the 9 athletes on team were champions at the Body Bar FIDA Cadet Nationals in Kissimmee, Florida this spring. Haley Agello of Illinois was a junior nationals champion at Fargo this summer. Kayla Miracle of Indiana, Marina Doi of California, and Regina Doi of California were cadet nationals champions in Fargo. The team coaches talked to us about the training progress.
So we've got a few girls on the team that have actually gone to Canada Cup this year and also the Pan Am. So we've got a little bit of experience, but the other girls that haven't necessarily gone to those tournaments are I believe, going to be right in there to medal or win it.
And I think that the girls are all extremely skilled and they've been working hard, so I feel pretty confident that we're going to do well at the World Championships.
Members of the team shared their thoughts on the coming World Championships.
Yeah, I can't wait to wrestle people from different countries to see where my skill level is at. We're not working too hard as to where we're all sore, but we're working on the moves that we already know.
What's unique about up here? Coaching style or the terrain you get to compete on or train on?
I have to say that we do 2 sessions a day,
Mm-hmm.
and we do one really early in the morning.
Yeah. Is that too early or is it okay?
It's good.
Well, a pair of U.S. Olympic freestyle medalists was in the news this past week. 2008 Olympic champion Henry Cejudo announced that he'll train at the Ohio Regional Training Center, or the Ohio RTC, that being in Columbus, Ohio. He'll do that in preparation for the 2012 U.S. Olympic team trials. He'll be working with the coaches and a team of talented Olympic hopefuls who are currently training there. The coaches include one of the nation's top freestyle minds, past U.S. World Team coach Lou Rosselli. Reese Humphreys, Sean Bunch, and Logan Stieber are among the top lightweights that are training there. Other Olympic hopefuls include Columbus-based J.D. Bergman, Tommy Rollins and Travelda Lognev. The Ohio RTC is part of the USA Wrestling's Regional Training Center program supporting Olympic dreams of top U.S. athletes and is a foundation for the success of the U.S. on the international level. Well, it was also announced that 2004 Olympic silver medalist Jamil Kelly has been hired as an assistant wrestling coach at Cal Poly. He'll work with new head coach there, Brendan Buckley, guiding the Mustang program. Kelly was second at 145 pounds at the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, Greece. He was also a member of the 2003 U.S. Freestyle World Team and won U.S. Open and Pan American titles. A native of California, he attended Lesson College and Oklahoma State. He's one of the nation's top freestyle coaches with the Gator Wrestling Club and the Cowboy Wrestling Club. He also had coaching stints on the collegiate level, youth level, and with USA Wrestling's national staff. Well, the National Federation of State High School Associations has announced attendance figures for high school athletes, and no surprise, wrestling is one of the most popular spectator sports on the prep level. According to their recent study, high school wrestling has an attendance of, get this now fans, 10 million spectators. This places wrestling at number 5 among boys sports, behind only basketball, football, baseball, and soccer. Wrestling is also the number 6 sport in terms of boys' athletic participation on the high school level. We already knew that high school wrestling was popular in America. This newest survey provides additional evidence of interest among the youth of our country. Well, wrestling fans, here's your invitation. The Living the Dream Medal Fund Benefit Telethon will be held this weekend, Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 Eastern Time on themat.com. Members of the 2011 U.S. World Championship teams will be at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, answering the phones and talking to wrestling fans. Don't be surprised if you get a call from one of them. The goal this year is to have at least 200 phone calls received. In other words, you calling in during the telethon, as well as 200 signed national teams posters mailed to donors from the 2-hour show. Each fan that calls and makes a minimum donation of $20 will get a personalized autographed poster from the World Team athlete, which the donor talks to. A different poster has been created for each of the 2011 U.S. World Team members. Here are the colorful posters, which will be sent to those who call in and donate. Well, the Living the Dream Medal Fund was established to substantially increase the financial rewards for U.S. wrestlers who win Olympic and world medals. We highly support this and hope you do too. You can participate in the telethon by calling in on the night of August 20th. And I want to put that number big and bold right here on the screen for a reason. I want you to participate. 1-800-999-8531. Let's do it again. 800-999-8531. Make a difference. Call in. Let your voice be heard. Let your dollars speak for yourself. Okay? 800-999-8531. Well, growing up wrestling in Oregon, Christian Holliday knows a little bit about the sport. Holliday has taken his talents as a television producer and has given back to the sport of wrestling by offering teams and organizations a medium to promote the sport on TV. USA Wrestling's Jason Bryant talked to Holliday at the recent NWCA convention about what Holliday and his company, Global Media Marketing, have done to get wrestling events on television through Fox College Sports.
A couple years back, Mike Moyer called me up and said they needed some help getting the All-Star Classic on TV. Their budgets had gotten cut and they just didn't have the resources they did. wanted to see if I can get creative and help them get on TV, and I made some calls. I got my own production company, so we were able to produce the event for quite a bit cheaper than he was used to, as well as secure some airtime with some of the national networks, and really started growing from there.
After finishing his wrestling career at Indiana as an All-American in 2004, Dr. Coit Cooper has remained active in the wrestling community. Currently a professor at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Dr. Cooper recently spoke at the NWCA convention to tell coaches how important marketing their program is to the survival and health of the sport.
College wrestling coaches need to be aware of the challenges that they face. We first talked about, the competition in the entertainment industry being so fierce. I mean, people really getting in, and with more and more efforts there, college wrestling coaches have to be aware that that's a challenge. Program sustainability is really becoming a challenge. We're losing programs. And so one of the things, if you take a look at research, but not only talk to athletic directors, one big area is making sure that you're marketing properly.
Hey, stay tuned. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly. We'll be right back. Wrestling fans, USA Wrestling has launched a top social networking site designed for you. USA Wrestling Nation is the latest innovation provided to the wrestling community by our sports national governing body, USA Wrestling. Post photos, blogs, and videos. Interact on boards. Keep up with your favorite wrestling personalities with USA Wrestling Nation. It's free to register. Join the thousands of wrestling fans that have already signed up and become a part of the USA Wrestling Nation at usawrestlingnation.com. It's time for USA Wrestling's Photo of the Week. The pictures sent in by wrestling families and fans from around the country are also being considered for the photo contest page on USA Wrestler magazine and the USA Wrestling Facebook page. This week's USA Wrestling Photo of the Week taken by Kimmy Randazzo. It depicts youth wrestler Caden Randazzo of the Golden Eagles Wrestling Club competing in the state championships. You can have your photographs considered for USA Wrestling's photo contest by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. This week's USA Wrestling Weekly Technique segment comes from the USA Wrestling Olympic Styles Level 1 curriculum featuring the gut wrench. The technique is instructed by USA Wrestling National Freestyle Developmental Coach Bill Zadek. The athletes demonstrating the move are U.S. Olympic Training Center residents Angel Escobedo and Jimmy Chase.
Our first and most common offensive turn in the parterre position is a gut wrench. In Olympic styles of wrestling, we can lock our hands. So a gut wrench is where our opponent on the top gets his hands locked around the trunk. We'll demonstrate a mid-level gut here. A couple of key things on a gut wrench lock are that, one, the offensive opponent has his shoulder on top of the back and behind his lock. One common way to get your lock set up is Angel reaches over the shoulder and he lifts and throws a forearm deep like a tight waist in folk style. You'll see here his shoulders on top of his back and behind his lock. This way creates a lot of pressure. Second is he squeezes with his elbows. It's common that we all squeeze here, but squeezing with your elbows really lock your opponent's hips and prevent his movement. You'll notice that Angel is straddling his hips, pinning Jimmy to the mat so he can't move. And the third point is that we're going to drive with our feet in a forward motion. As Angel drives forward, Jimmy's hips raise up, he jams his inside knee under, pops his hip, and runs his feet all the way through, performing the whole move, and sets himself up for a second turn. Go ahead again. From a different angle, you'll see over the shoulder, he throws a deep waist, like a tight waist, shoulder on the back. As he drives forward, hips come up, knee under, popping his hips, driving in a forward movement the whole time, recovering in perfect position for a follow-up turn.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next week right here on USA Wrestling Weekly. Have a good one, everybody.